Welcome back for another Tuesday, or whatever day it is. For you, timeless points to ponder. I promised I'd be back with and do the morning star to look at our gifts and our gifts to share. I'm just a reminder, Wingish ni babe, Mishaki Kwe, your sweet grass water medicine woman, you friendly freaky ass medicine woman. See, didn't I tell you I have a hard time remembering my name? Probably if I just said one name at the beginning. But hey, it's all me, Christianna and Christy College Superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. Are we ready to see what our morning star gifts are? See, I have that proper book here. It's here, it's here, it's here. And it is, let me find the page. There we go. The Pathfinder spread, the Eagle spread. This is our morning star spread. It could be used as a daily spread. And it gives us our keynote, the lesson. We can say for the day, but I want to do this for us all. What are we learning in all that's going on in the world right now, right? The blessings that are coming from it, the challenges. Okay, and it'll go into your personal life. Like when I share my stories and when I'm doing the readings and say, and this is what I can get from it, it's kind of like just an example of what you can do for what's going on in your life. So how I turn that reading and make that personal to me from those general messages, those general points, to ponder and how that applies to my life. What lessons am I currently learning in my life? What's being highlighted? I think there's some similar for us all right now. So I think... I feel like it's important to share that. So in these cards, we have like 3 for the bottom. Like I said, the keynote, the main lesson, the blessings that we may be thankful for throughout this, and the challenges we'll be facing. So at one particular, we'll deal with one thing at a time, right? The 4th, then we go into the top part of the star, which is the gifts from Morning Star, a gift from Grandfather Sun, and then the gifts we have to share with the world as we're learning these lessons through this, in this way, taking them out and pondering it in this way. It's just a different way to reflect on things. Again, it's just to find ways to connect with those answers inside of you that source has placed there for you, for us all. We all come equipped with all the answers we will ever need and how to achieve whatever we need to achieve. Right? Whatever our lessons and our life purpose be, right? We become fully holy us. We share that out for others to see, right? We don't tell them what to do. We just show them who we be. Okay, right, whatever. Okay, let's just get jumping right into this now. Right, we're going to call back all of our directions. Whoops. Right, impeccable integrity. So we're going to look at this with impeccable integrity, right? Because it might not be things that we want to hear, but it's things that we need to look at. These reflections, it's not always nice things, but we need to. We've got to balance. We're all capable of both, right? Beautiful and ugliness. It's all part of us. It's all part of a spectrum, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So let's look. We're looking inside you to find the answers in these gifts, the lessons that this morning star spread can teach us, right? Because it's like a dawn of a new day us earthlings are going into, right? A new era is upon us, right? So what can we learn from this at the breaking of this new dawn? We're getting deep today. Whoa. Whew. Knocked all my stuff down. Right, okay, that's right. I'm going to make some room. Get some elbow room going. Ow, I hurt my shoulder. Okay. We're going to call in all of our directions. Become fully holy. All become here and centered in this space. In yourself, connecting with your source, whatever that is for you. All our relations. All we have to learn from history of humanity here. All of our... energies from the east, the path of illumination and clarity, the place of fire, the place of men. And calling in all of our energies from the south, that's the place of innocence, the emotions, the waters, the place of the child. I'm calling back all of our energies from the west. That's the physical, the earth, the woman, place of introspection. And then we call back all of our energies from the north. That's our wisdom years, the air, the mental. And we walk this red road. Our earth walk is from south in childhood. We go up to the north, right? Viewpoints and options. What are we going to be when we grow up? All this stuff that we've learned. Look at all this stuff that we've been through. And so many viewpoints and options, as many as people on the earth, huh? Right? And then we're gathering all of that. Okay, we've gathered. All this information as we go through earth. We gather all that information as we get up into those wisdom years, and we figure out what to do with that. Maybe. And then blue road of spirit. Then we tap into that blue road of spirit. We learn the wisdom is in tapping into that blue road of spirit, which is east to west and always with us, just like the sun, right? That's our allies in support. When we tap into that blue road of spirit, all of our relations and ancestors, when we look at what they've been through, right? All the learnings that they've left for us and passed on to us, right? And they're still there with us. We can tap into that source at any time. We are not separate from that. So east to west as the sun, and then we return home when we remember that. Because when we leave these bodies, we return home. But we're also home here on earth as well, right? Our earthly home and our spiritual home. And we are dual. We are living in a duality just in that, the spiritual and the physical, and it blends within us. And then above, below, and within. Okay, and we'll spread them out. And we'll get our cards on the go here. On the go now. Okay. So, number one, the keynote lesson and all of this, what's going on in the world. That one is just jumping right there. And then in the number two, the blessings that we may be thankful for, that is coming out of this, a way to look at it, and you apply it to your life as it relates and resonates in your life. And then we have the challenge right here. These two is going to come right there together like that. And then, well, we go up into the gifts, right? And the first is our gift that's offered to us from a morning star. It's offering this gift to us. We're there. Trying to look for the right place. It's all right. And then our gift from grandfather, son. Oh, that one comes. Our gift from grandfather's son. And then our gift to share with the world. We learn all these lessons. We find that in there. That's our passion. That's our purpose for each. You know, it might look like somebody else's. We can do this in general, but how it relates in your life and resonates to you. That's all with you. Okay? And then we have a bottom totem. And we have a path on the top. So here's the theme we're going with that. The center, that self-esteem. Building on and taking responsibility for our own life. Standing whole and knowing who we are, right? Standing strong when we need to. Taking a firm stance. We don't need to yell. We don't need to, but we take a firm stance because we know who we are. Right? And we're gentle with others as they're still discovering who they are too, right? Because we are not all the same, right? We're tapping into those new abilities, or is it renewed abilities, right? Things are shifting. We all need to take full responsibility for who we are and what are we adding out there in the world, because it has effect on all. We are all connected. No matter what you believe, that's a truth in that. We're all human beings. We're all on this earth together. We're all made by the same source, no matter what you call it. We get picky on the names. I don't think it matters at all. Right? God knows who God is. Right? That's where we gotta not be so sensitive to the name calling, right? Because if that's what we believe, then that's what, right? That's what is that. Are we sensitive to that because that's what we believe about ourselves? Be who you are. Know what your abilities are. Tap into those and bring those out. Turn them into skills and your talents and then purpose and your passion to share. However that works for you. So the keynote lesson in all of this, what we're going through in this world, right, is the vision, as we're seeking and looking for the truth of who we are. And the truth is we are all a reflection. We're all made in the same source, right? We're a divine expression of that source as it manifests through us on this earth, right? Being that light, because we are all created in the image and likeness of our Creator. So we're all capable of all of that, and we get to choose. What are we reflecting? Are we going to reflect from the love and the light? Are we going to reflect from the fear of the unknown? Because we don't know for sure until we get there. We don't know for sure what's happening behind the scenes until it is brought forward, right, and into our awareness. That's it. The Spirit's there with us, and Spirit is always working, right? And Spirit's here with us now. So that is the keynote lesson in all of that. And to find that source and tap into that. That source is leading and guiding us. Oh, even if it doesn't look like that, we don't need to question. Spirit knows. And if we want to know, we can connect with that. That is the lesson for us all. We're all made in the likeness and image of our Creator. No matter what it looks like on the outsides, our insides are the same. Our spirit's animated by the same source. We live off this same earth. That's the truth. That's the main lesson. In all of this, whatever we do affects the whole. So that's why it's so important to get in touch with that self, who we are. So we're not taking from others. We are supplied with everything we need, right? And is that a new ability? No, we've always had it, but it might seem new to us. Wow, I didn't know I could tap into that source. Because remember, people that want to control us, higher scale, little scale, wherever that is, they want to keep us in this state of confusion. They don't want us to know that we have this strength. They don't want us to know that we're also, right, just as equal to them when it comes to human beings on this earth. Because, we're not set. We're all the same. There's no levels. Well, levels, whatever. The thing, we're not separate. And that's what we need to learn from this. And the blessings we may have and be thankful for, right? That the passion, we all were built with a passion. If we tap into that passion and keep going with those abilities, and some of us have been shamed. I mean, we're creative artists. It doesn't look like this, how is that going to be productive in the world? But it is. When everything is needed and essential. To react from that spontaneity, arrive that knowing from within. We've been taught to not listen to that. Where are the times that you have, right? We can be thankful for that. We're reacting to that spontaneity, and we followed that passion, and it turned out well. And it helped us to feel stronger in ourselves and in our source, knowing that we got this, right? Seeing that that's where our power lies, is in our passion to pursue our purpose, right? And develop those abilities. And then when we're shining that light, it inspires others. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to tell them. Just by doing that ourselves. That's what we can be grateful for. There's nothing we have to tell anybody. We don't have the power over anybody. It's finding that power within ourselves. That's the best gift we can give to the world and change that. There's that blessing in there. That's the blessing that we have been given, that we can then give to others as well. As we get up there to that card. And then here, great mystery. That challenge is the original source, is tapping into that. Can you get out of your own way and thinking that this is just one thing, right? That we have to figure out, is this true? Like, I don't believe in God until I see God's face, right? I look around and you're seeing God's face and all the people you see, the trees, everything that's out there. It's all God's face. We're all God's face. We're all a reflection. We're all a reflection right there of that great oneness divine. Look around you. You see God's face everywhere. Spirit is everywhere, right? There's that innocence in that to know, right? A child goes out and explores because they feel safe with their parent. They don't know why, but they know they're safe and they need to explore, and they go. So when we have faith in that there's this higher power, always, everything is in perfect and divine order, no matter what it looks like. And that in the chaos comes clarity and order. Have a look at that for you. So this is that challenge today in being able to relax and to allow, let go and let God, right? In that innocence and knowing that we are protected, that our parents love us and they're not out to get us, right? But they are trying to teach us a lesson if we're open to learn that, right? Everything's a lesson. We're all here to learn and experience this thing called life. Are you living your life? Right? Are you trying to take the innocence from somebody else who's just being themselves? Let's just be ourselves. I don't know how this all works. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just following this thing, right? Yeah, Bullwinkle. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't know. Okay. Anyways. And now Morning Star's gift to us, okay? As we're learning these lessons, these gifts come up. And what is the clarity, things that we're offering, that release, that giveaway ceremony, so that we can release it. We can release it in the dawn. We can put our tobacco down, however that is for you, and doing your prayers and giving that up to Source, to Spirit. I don't know what to do. Guide me through this, right? And we follow that, not blindly. It's innocently. Innocence is not blind. And innocence doesn't equal naivety either, right? Innocence isn't ignorance. It means without that intention to hurt anybody, right? You're going through life innocently, not for your own purposes, but for everybody, whatever that is for you. I'm trying to figure that out too much. So confront that in yourself, right? Where do you suppress yourself, right? Where you can be the truth and fully holy you. This is what all we can do here. These times of isolation, whatever that is, we need to connect with ourselves and our source. Because you know what? We've been missing out on that. We've been so disconnected and just following man's laws and having man govern over us and following all that arguing about politics and all this and that and blah, blah, blah. Confront that in yourself. You can't change that in anybody else. You can reflect and confront that in yourself, and then you can release that to God. Help me release these judgments. Help me just to be who you made me to be and follow my passion and these abilities that you gave me. Right? Because that's where the true power lies. It's inside of us, right? And that passion leads us to our purpose. And we follow it innocently. I don't know why. I don't know where this is leading. Don't know where this is going. I hope it's going to be someplace great, but you know, I know God's got me in this, whatever you call it, and I'm fully, wholly supported. Right? And then there's grandfather's son gift to us. That's the allies and support, fully, wholly supported. Right? As when we step into our true beings and we see things just kind of unfold in front of us, we don't know. And those fogs lift, we get that clarity that we're all connected. It's up to each of us to become an ally and support for ourselves, for a healthier, more peaceful world. Knowing that we can reflect on, there's enough in the history books that we can reflect on. We don't have to keep repeating those cycles that don't work. Let's break those unhealthy cycles and transmute those poisons into something. And we've got this unlimited potential. We're here, right? The dawning of a new day right now in humanity. How are you? You going to be an ally and support in this new day? Or are you going to go kicking and screaming, going, I'm hanging on to the old ways, right? I don't want a new day. That's up for you to see. Take that look inside yourself. What are you adding out there at this time, this very crucial time in this world? What is that gift you're sharing out? What is that gift that you have that you can share with the world today and every day? That creativity, that fertility, you're giving birth to yourself fully and wholly as you are. Kokopelli is the fertility god. So here it's time, it's a rebirth of humanity as well. You're about to be reborn yourself, like a spiritual rebirth, because we do need to be reborn into the spiritual rebirth and knowing, God, that we are not just these physical beings. We're fully supported and animated by spirit. Without spirit, back to dust we go. Right? That's the magic of it. That's the magic of birth, the miracle of birth, the wonderful being that you are. Right? Raven's in that distant healing. So yeah, there's lots of stuff going on in the world. We can't be everywhere. We can call on Raven, use those kinds of medicine to know that our prayers know no boundaries and no limits. Our prayers can reach way around the world. Our prayers can reach right out to the farthest star. That's the magic of prayers. That's the magic of those healing thoughts. And there's many studies done on prayers and how powerful that prayer is. So we've been praying in that connection to get in touch with that source in the best way, because the best gift you can give humanity is to be you fully, wholly, and completely, and share that magical person and that being you are. Because it looks like magic. It seems like magic to those who aren't in touch with it. We know. We just go in the flow. And it seems like magic to us too. There's the innocence in that, right? We know there's other things and there's work to do, but as it seems like then it's just before your eyes. Think of that, reflect on that in your own life, because I'm sure it's happened. Each one of us. Spirit lets us know. Spirit lets us know it's there, it's watching if we pay attention to those signs. That's a very powerful reading today. So there's our gifts, there's our morning star. How does that reflect to you? You know what, here, since this is powerful, we're going to do some confirmations here. Let's just do this. Just going to do it quick. Just going to do it quick. Oh. Here, see, one comes out already. Steadfast mind. It's up. You're making up your mind. It's up to you to connect. God's will, not my will, right? Let go. Let God. All right, I'm just trying to pull these all together. We don't need to do the whole, and I just want to line them up like the rest. And there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this. Keynote lesson for the day. There. Oh. There. Okay, there. On a self-reflection. Okay, that's the high priestess that look within the seeker of the light within. So seek that within you. It's all there. All of us, no exceptions made in the reflection. Our Creator. Oh, look at that. Balancing out the masculine and feminine in us, right? And then when we master that in ourselves too, that's when we get in partnerships too, because it's not in those other partnerships. It's not finding that other half. We are whole, but we have complementing energies in others too. But when we find that, then we truly can find that complementing energy, because we're being us, fully, holy, and true, right? We're not, this is the seed that's being planted. Okay, that's the keynote lesson for the day with their spirit. We are all. Right? So be openness to the flow and go with the flow. The seed being carried by the wind. This is the Fool card, right? We're taking that leap of faith. We know that Spirit's got us. You know, she doesn't know, but there's a ledge under here. Looks like she's going to walk off the cliff, but Spirit's got her, right? Just innocently going along. Feet in the grass, planting those seeds, throwing those seeds out. Okay? So that's what we're doing. What kind of seeds are you putting out in this time? It's a new time. Recognizing that call, right? The pipes is the fire, the passion. The pipes is the wands in the traditional decks, being open to channel that divine power through you, feeling that passion and that spontaneity, letting it move you, coming from that passion, then following that purpose, recognizing that call to action when it's time to, right? He's on the move. Time to take action and go, right? Otherwise, we sit, we wait for the messages from the divine. They'll come. In divine time, not ours, right? So that's what we do. We tap into that power, and then we recognize the call when it's time to take that action. We just innocently go along. And then we go in the challenge, right? It's basic survival. We're thinking that there's not enough to go around just for a basic survival. We got Spirit there.
That's what we depend on for our basic survival, our basic needs. Source always with us to help us. Everything we need is supplied for. There's enough to go around for everybody. So that creates a lot of the challenges in this world that people think we're limited. But we are unlimited. Unlimited. There's enough for everybody to go even beyond basic survival. But not everybody's just thinking of basic survival. They want more and more and more. And then hoarding and hoarding and hoarding and not sharing with others. Right?
Well, just basic survival. We need that love, that innocence, that connection to know. We're also connected. We are all one. We're one big human family. Our gift from Morning Star, right, is to laugh at ourselves. Coyote, the trickster. See-through cultural illusion, it says, is the main theme of that card. So we need to see through the cultural illusions and confront what we believe. Is that coming from us, from source, or is it because it's been drilled into us, our life, saying we must believe this way? We have to follow. Release. That's Morning Star's gift, saying you don't have to carry that. That's not your burden to carry, right? See through the cultural illusion to who you truly are. That we are all the same. Yeah, we have different cultures, but we are all human species. Well, the animal kingdom is the animal kingdom. All the animals look different, but it's all part of the same thing. We're all part of the same source. All the animals have their spirits too, just like we do. So release the need to think that we need to be separate, that we're different. Let go and let God. That's Morning Star's gift to remind us of that, to be able to light up and the dawn on this new day, to see that we're all family, and we release that need to separate ourselves from each other. And then this is grandfather son's gift to us, right? The allies and support, commitment to a way, commit to the your passion and your purpose and share that out, right? And then you pass that on and teach it to others that share that same interest. We don't force it on somebody. He's open to receiving, right? It's not being forced, open to receiving, and we're sharing our gifts. And, you know, the music, we can do that dance, right? Passing on the positive lessons, not the repeating cycles that are detrimental to us. So commit to that way. Commit to, right, your unlimited potential in yourself. Right? Commit to being fully holy you. No apologies. Commit to a way. What is your purpose? Commit to that. It's up to you. And then that's your gift to share. You are free, the liberator. You show. See, as you're freeing yourself, there's the magic in it. And there's people are watching and they're in awe and they want to do that too. Right? And they can. Everybody can. That's the magic is in all of us. So you free yourself, you're freeing others too. You create that ripple effect in this world. Oh, it's so beautiful. The dawn of a new day. Oh my goodness. I can feel the good things coming. Can you? Oh, wow. All right. Be you. That's the liberator. Free your mind. Let's not keep going over and over things. See through those cultural illusions. Be you. Fully, holy, and true. Let me just bend it down this way so you can see. Well, it's going to be upside down, but there you go. We'll get a shot of that spread. I'm going to pause it, flip your screen. Read those intuitively for yourself. All right. The moose and peyote is there. There we go. Beautiful. Doing those self-reflections. Where you at? All right. Wow, this is exciting. Exciting. I'm glad I got that done. Look at that. Thank you. And thank you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yeah, thank you for being you and getting in touch with your passion too and sharing that out. You know, put it all out there, my friends, and shine your light through in everything you do. This world needs you. Oh my goodness, now more than ever. Look at these gifts, these blessings. We're all in this together. Love you. Thank you.